Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're a first-time visitor, welcome. I'm going through grandfather's pocket knives, one by one, or at least manufacturer by manufacturer, as much as I can. And for this session of therapy, I have a Barlow pocket knife. This guy is a Powr Kraft pocket knife. Powr Kraft is a Montgomery Ward's brand, who were a kind of like the Sears of their day. For a long time, they were everywhere. Anytime you needed hardware or something like that, you would go to Montgomery Ward's, and then kind of Sears sort of took over that. And nowadays, Sears isn't really around anymore either. Although there's some of them, but now it's either Lowe's or Home Depot. At least in Southern California, it's Lowe's or Home Depot. They had their just their line of power tools and just tools in general that they were labeled Powr Kraft, and other manufacturer would make them, and then they were sold through Montgomery Ward's. So pretty neat piece of history. I don't know much about this other than that it's a Barlow pattern. It's got this, somebody kind of scratched something in there. It seems like DA. Doesn't seem anything else but DA there. I think these are plastic handles. These look like, it's hard to tell. I think these are steel liners. And they're just kind of dirty, so I don't think they're brass liners. Just kind of a solid utility knife. The pull, not too great, at least on the main blade. It's not real snappy. You can hear a snap there, but it's not the best. It's not loose or anything, it's just not real tight either. And then the smaller pen blade's a little bit better. But, you know, real neat little knife. Just nothing hugely special. I know, let's see, kind of an equivalent if you're around a Lowe's. Lowe's has their Klein tools, so it's kind of the equivalent of Klein. Don't know who would have actually made this blade. There's a little bit of play in there. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of an example of a old school hardware store generic pocket knife. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's just not, it's just kind of your everyday user, really. So yeah. So we'll see. Kind of a neat, I don't know, I think, I didn't research this a whole lot. I don't know if Montgomery Ward's is even around or they're just completely gone. I remember Montgomery Ward's growing up. They were kind of on the tail end of when I was growing up as a kid. People used to call it Monkey Ward. And if you ever heard the expression monkey wrench, which today you call it crescent wrench, but back in the day everybody called it a monkey wrench, and it's because everybody got their adjustable wrenches from Montgomery Ward's, and so Monkey Ward's would do monkey wrench. So I remember that growing up, but I don't remember doing a lot of shopping there, and I think they were gone by the time I was growing up, and so Sears was the main hardware store when I was older. I think there's a few Sears around still today in California and the US, but they're certainly not the powerhouse they once were. And now it's all about Lowe's and Home Depot. Of course, when I was growing up, Mom, if you're listening, you might remember this. We actually went to the hardware store, and it was just a store for hardware. It wasn't like these big box places. It was a mom and pop shop. My mom watches these videos. She'll get a kick out of this. I remember going to the hardware store, and for her birthday, I bought her a power drill, which wasn't her favorite present at the time, but sure ended up being useful. Probably the most useful present that she's gotten. Also looks like a K8 might have gotten scratched in there. So this guy's used. Anyways, yeah, that was a story from my youth. Bought my mother a power drill for, I can't remember if it was Christmas or birthday. I think it was Christmas. Because I remember we'd always need to drill holes in the wall. And at that time, it was just me and my mom. My father was not around, so. I mean, he was around, but not in the picture. So we needed a drill. We always were like needing to figure out how to make a hole in the wall, so I ended up buying her a drill from the local hardware store. And even Lowe's and Home Depot for me are kind of on the downside. If I want to buy something, I usually go to Amazon. And I'll go to Lowe's if I really need to see it or something. It's got a little bit of rust there. Nothing too horrible, but a little bit of surface rust. There you go. Another example of a Barlow. From my grandfather's collection from Montgomery Ward's. One last final look here. Hope you enjoy seeing that. Blast from the past. All right. That concludes our session for today. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, everybody. And I will talk to you later.